Okay, so this is a video to walk you through what a multimedia news feature looks like, the key elements in it, and some of the differences between that and any other type of news. And I've got three examples here, one from the Telegraph and two from the BBC, just really so you can see what the common features are between them. And the first thing you really notice about one of these is that they are long. They are one page, they can have some navigation, but they're basically one page and everything is stacked on top, which is why I'm doing a video, because there's no way you can get it on a PowerPoint slide. And when you design one, which is what you're doing in this assignment, when you design one, you think in terms of the blocks of information in it. So if we look at this Telegraph one, you have this big picture at the start with the headline, and there are numerous names for this, an image used like this, and you can also use a video as well instead. The one I'm going to use is a hero image. It's a term out of marketing, but it works pretty well to describe it. So you always start with the hero image and the headline, and you can see here on this BBC one about Northern Ireland, and similarly this BBC one about these acrobats, or circus performers. And from there it's really whatever you need to tell the story. So on this one we have a block with text, with a pull quote and so on, but still fundamentally a block with text. You see how it's running down the centre, which is fine, great if you're on a phone and the screen is a lot more narrow. But then after that we get a map, and this map animates, or it appears to. It's not really animating, it's actually two images, one overlaid over the other. But this is a good example of data visualization, making something easier to understand by putting data in. More text, some graphs, another hero image. This acts as punctuation. It's like a pause, but it's also a really dramatic and quite horrible image. And here is a great example of how to use data. This graph locks in place as the text scrolls, and then you see the information move across it. And it's just a series of animated images, one replacing the other. And from there, it's a mix of hero images and text, graphs, hero image, text, and so on, and another bit of data visualization. What this one doesn't have is video, but you could easily embed a YouTube video in there. This BBC one on Northern Ireland, it was made a few years ago before Brexit, and it talks about the Irish border. Nice dramatic use of photography. Width is difficult because of course you can see it on something wide or something narrow, so text will cover the image. And you see how you get transitions just to create visual interest. Photos in the text. Again, you could put a video in there. Here they have put a full screen video, and I want to look at this one for a moment, because this is a piece of information that really would take forever to describe in text, but in a short video of 57 seconds it does a really great job of describing a complex concept of the twisty border. You see, just doing that, a drone shot of a car in the video, just really brings home the point that they're making. And that video can replace I don't know how many words they would have had to write in order to make that same point. And then once we move past that, good dramatic photos. But here another map. Again, it's just two images overlaid, but it shows you with a bit of animation where things are happening. Here, the split screen where it locks a picture in place and scrolls the text. And these big hero images really focus on the people that it's about and the point of the story. And finally, this BBC one about the acrobats who are basically looking after a disused school by living in it. It's a lot simpler and there's not much text, but here we introduced the 4 women, and using that, locking an image in place while you scroll text past it lets you get more on a page in one go. That circus tent is used throughout as punctuation, end of a section. Little bios with the images, dramatic photo. I do not know how a human being can get in that shape. An animated GIF there instead of a video. You could easily drop a video in there. And this is terrific. This quote is so good. When I'm 70, I'll be able to look back on how subtle I was. I won't be able to move then because my body will be broken, but I'll say, look, grandkids, look what I could do when I was 18. And that colour fade to give some space for the text where you've got a good close-up on the person saying it. And I think we do that again soon. Again, another good quote. If there's one person who says that, damn, that's cool. So that split screen is a good way of illustrating a point, and it locks the image in place. This one really cries out for more video, but again, it's as you can see, it's a long linear page. So that fundamentally is what multimedia journalism does. You're still telling a story, you're telling it in sections, but instead of those sections being paragraphs, there are a block of text and a video and some photos and maybe another video. And if you think of it in terms of blocks like that, the development of a story through those blocks, that's what you're looking for.